Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Dear Future Me. My name is Latasha Resper. I am the owner, founder, producer of Dear Future Me. Thank you and welcome to my podcast. Again, I'm Latasha Resper, and I am also known as the iconic kimono maven of the Key Collection. This is my iconic kimono, the manifestation kimono. You guys may have seen it on some of the most notables. Rihanna was featured in it last year, in August 2023. I launched the Key Collection in April 2023 with the help of my mentor, the notable divorce attorney, social media influencer, Natasha Main. I launched it on April the 4th of 2023. I am a fashion designer by trade. I have been designing fashion since 2020, since 2019 actually. No, sorry, 2021 is when I designed my first piece in 2021. I started out with a different line and I kind of not pushed forward through it with life and things of that nature. I am the graduate of Fashion Design School back in California. I graduated from the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising and did not take off in the fashion industry immediately because I was a mom. I was a mom of a set of twins. And so when back then when I graduated, starting out in the fashion industry was really, the money was so mediocre. I just could not afford to do it at that point because I was a single mom. And actually, my grandmother is one that moved out to California with me to help me raise my kids. So I was able to do a lot of things, but I could not take a cut and pay like that. So I decided to put my fashion career on hold for some time and just jump back out there in 2021. And in 2023, I launched the amazing, beautiful manifestation line and renamed it as the Key Collection. And so here we are. I just thought I'd put it out there today because I'm wearing gold and black. This is our gold and black. My wall is black. So I was like, hey, let's just put on gold and black. And what I'm thinking is each time I come on, I will show a different color and different style of the manifestation line. I'm gonna have some new prints coming out now. And the beauty of this is the gentleman who designed the big face $100 bill, he's an African American. His name is Brian Thompson. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him and taking him to lunch a few months ago. He's here locally in the DMV. He works at Bureau Engraving. He's the artist there for Bureau Engraving. So that was exciting. I had no idea he was designer. You know, no one talks about it, but they will be talking about. Matter of fact, maybe I'll bring him on next month because, of course, I'm going to be having some greats come and take a seat and discuss the future them. You know, with the future me. I'll have him come on next month and see what his schedule is and see if I can have him come and do a segment on how he came up with the concept for redesigning the $100 bill. Oh, that would be so exciting for Black History Month. Oh, but again, so that's the story of the kimonos, the Key Collection. Like I said, I've been a fashion designer actually my whole life as a kid growing up. And then I found out after I graduated school, my mom said she always dreamt of being a fashion designer, but she had me at 19 years old. So her career, her dreams and goals, unfortunately, kind of went into the back burner. So it's so funny in life, you never know where life is going to lead you and who are some of our ancestors, although my mom is still alive, but what our ancestors had done prior to us, you know, even being here. So just to know that she always wanted to be a fashion designer. So, you know, obviously now she's living vicariously through me. And so I wanted to come on like today, like I'm literally just coming on here freestyling, talking about how I got started, what made me get started. Because like I said, I have been wanting to do a podcast for some time now, but I beat myself up so much about how I sound, what I look like, and you know how people are going to perceive me. That fear of the rejection and what everybody else is doing. So I had to take myself out of that space, and thank God for my amazing mentor who stays on me and just like, no, you just got to do it. You just got to jump out there and do it, because how would you know? How would you know until you try? So just like Nike said, just do it. I'm doing it. Today is Saturday. It's Saturday evening. I'm going to have dinner with my son later on. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get up. I got the perfect setup. Like I said, I don't have the lighting. I don't have the microphone. I got my one little microphone right here. But I don't have all of the necessities that I needed to really build out the podcast. But guess what? I'm starting now. And as I grow, I'll get everything else that I need. But right now, I thought this would be the perfect space. And so, no, I'm not going to do any editing with this. I'm just going to do it, put it out there, because guess what? I'll be helping the next person to just start. Every time we see things on social media, it's the perfect shot. It's the perfect this. It's the perfect retake. Nothing's ever really raw. This is raw. This is in my living room. This is my little space right here. I'll show you guys my space after I'm done, how I set it up. And I just decided just to go for it, because what do I have to lose? My future me will be on big platforms. My future me will be a world-renowned philanthropist, the world-renowned motivational speaker, a world-renowned fashion designer. These are things that's going to happen with my future me. So today's me is right here, and the future me is growing. So I just thought, what a better time and a better place to get started than right now. So I'm here today, starting off my first podcast with you guys. We have some amazing guests that will be coming. I'm going to bring my business partner and serial entrepreneur, Marsha Simmons. She's big in the admin space. When I say admin, I mean the background. She knows how to design systems. She's the master researcher of any and every business. Like, she is the one. So she will be discussing getting into government contracting, getting into the trucking industry. I will be bringing on my accountant, Miss Donna Hill. Perfect time to talk about taxes and things like that. I have Sheila Williams. She's going to discuss credit. I have my best friends that are going to be coming. We're going to talk about how we've been friends for 30 plus years. What does it take to be a true friend? I have my kids that'll be coming on, and just so many beautiful things, just discuss their future. And I want feedback from you guys, like any suggested topics you'd like to discuss. Let's just do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, life is passing us by so rapidly, because I feel like it was just yesterday. It was, 2019. Here we are, it's 2024 right now. And we are at the end of January. I feel like I just took my Christmas tree down. So life is, and time is not waiting for anybody. Like, I mean, the way life is progressing right now is unreal. We are living in history. There were times when we would read about history. Right now, we're living in history. We're living and reading the history that so long ago, we were reading about in history books. Even if you notice, kids don't even bring books home anymore. They're bringing home laptops. So as the world progresses, we have to progress with the world. And I'm just thinking, like, we always talk about how it used to be. Well, it's no longer like that anymore. The future is here, and we are in the future. And I am an example of the future. And I'm just moving along with the time. And I'm making my own lane. Like, we have to create our own lane. We can't worry about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is not doing. We have to focus on self and stay in our own lane and just move full speed ahead. And that's what I decided to do today. I've decided to take accountability. I've decided to be consistent. I've decided to be fearless, courageous, and powerful. All of those things that I know I harbor inside, I'm just releasing it. And whatever happens, happens. As long as you do everything with integrity and have a clean heart, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong, because the God that I serve is going to make sure that I don't fail. The first thing I have to do is not fail myself by not getting started. So I decided to get started. So again, welcome to Dear Future Me. I cannot wait for our future guests to come on. I cannot wait for some of the topics that you guys want to discuss. Let me just put it out on the table right now. We won't be discussing any tabloid garbage, any social media relationships, and what else is going on in that social media world. We are not discussing that here on this platform. We're not getting messy. We're not badgering anyone. You know, politics may come up as we discuss. Like I said, I'm going to have my business partner, Marsha Simmons, come and talk about government contracts and the things that are needed to get in that space, which politics does play a role, because depending on who's in office is going to determine where money goes. So those will be the only time we discuss topics surrounding politics. We're not going to discuss any religion, like not here. This is not the platform to discuss that. I will be coming with daily affirmations. We will discuss planning, execution. We'll be discussing, you know, how I got started in the fashion industry, how I source materials, how to find a seamstress. God bless my amazing seamstress. You guys are not gonna believe she's 78 years old. How I met her, I may even have her come on if I can get her to come over here. But we're gonna discuss everything fun, everything future. Excuse me, how am I gonna be coughing like that? But no, I don't have anything, but I'm just coughing. Give me some water. Yes, as I said, we're going to be discussing fashion, health, fitness, mental health, business, lots of business. We're going to be discussing taxes. We're going to be discussing philanthropy, you know, where to donate money, different charities. Again, I'm going to have Mr. Brian Thompson, see what his schedule is like, to come and talk to us about this fabulous big face money $100 bill, how he came up with the idea. We're going to discuss how to get things patented, trademarked. Have my kids on. We're going to discuss family, like all those good topics, things that we need to grow. You know what I mean? Like, we just need to continue to evolve as the world is evolving, because the world is not waiting on anyone. Time is not waiting. Time is not waiting for any of us. So if you have anything that you want to do in life, just do it, because how will you know until you try? Just like the old saying goes, nothing beat a failure but a try. So you will never know how far you can go until you first start. And the beauty of starting, and the beauty of it, if it does not work, if you wake up the next day, you got another shot. So every day that we wake up, every day that God blesses us with breath in our body, there's another chance to get it right. So we're going to use this. We're going to use this platform to just discuss the future us, right? Because the future is so beautiful. The future is so beautiful. We're going to stop making up conditions and stories in our mind of what we cannot do, because we don't know until we try. So I'm an example of trying. I'm an example of not having all the materials, not having everything that I need. I am the story of starting on a budget. I am an example of starting right where you are. That's me. So use me as an example to just do it. And so that's what we're doing here on Dear Future Me. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to us glowing and growing up together right here on Dear Future Me with the Dear Future You. And let's just do it. Have a blessed and amazing evening, guys. And let me play my music. I found this great platform that's called Epidemic Sound, epidemicsound.com, where you can use music that it will not mess up your monetization. Because of course this is going to be, I'm going to monetize on Dear Future Me. This is going to blow up, like, trust me. I've already seen myself on TV shows. I've seen myself interviewing some of the world's biggest stars, the world's biggest, most wealthiest people are going to come and talk with me. I'm going to come talk to the Latasha Respo on Dear Future Me. So I am preparing myself right now for greatness, guys. I am preparing myself for greatness. So this is the site called Epidemic Sound, and I was able to come in, and the sound that I'm using that you heard when I came on is called Early Bird. How cute is that? It sounds like little kids. Did you hear it? thought it was so melodic. I love it. Oh, thank you. Let me show you guys the place. Let me show you. Let me show you my space. Like I told you, I was a plant mom. So these are some of my plants. So this is my space that I use right here. Not much to it. So what a perfect place to do a podcast. So it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all. But that's it. This is my space. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more next week. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you, and thank you for joining me. Have a blessed and amazing evening, guys. Bye-bye.